What's good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Justin Daisy here with the J Daisy Gaming Channel, here with the third video from No Man's Sky. I just thought this would be, I had talked about in my review video of doing a video showcasing kind of what you do in this game, so I thought this video would just show, you know, the process that I do when I leave a system and go to a brand new one. Everything on the ship is fully charged, on my suit, and my weapon is fully charged. Literally just about to blast off from the system. I personally sell everything before I leave a system. That's why I have almost a completely empty inventory. That way when I get to a new system, I'm fresh, clean. So yeah, let's just get out of the station here and we'll do a warp jump. We'll go through what I kind of do before I leave this system. Apparently there was a planet back there I didn't discover. Oh well, it'll be undiscovered. So we will open up our galactic map here. For some reason it always opens to this path towards waypoint that I did not set this waypoint. I have no idea what it goes to, so we ignore that. We go towards the galactic core, so we will be heading to whatever Pepperazzo Weke. I guess 2 planets, 2 moons, and we'll try and remember that so when we get there we know what to look for. We'll warp out of here. Take a drink of water. Warp, warp, warp. So pretty much my first thing when I get to a new system is scan it, take a look around, get a feel for what we're looking at, and then pretty much my ultimate goal is to discover the planets and moons that are here and then get a new warp drive set up. So now we're in a green one. Ship decided to come in. Sending out a scan. It always just finds one building, it seems. So we got, there's a planet, there's a moon, we got a space station, we got another planet over there, and we got a small fleet of something here. So we will just aim at this planet. Where's the abandoned building it discovered? Discovered an abandoned building. Ah, there it is. We'll go there. And then on our, we won't engage our pulse rockets quite yet, since like I said we are a completely empty cargo hold. We're gonna get some resources up here. Oops, is this something different? What is this? Oh, copper. That's fairly perfect. Okay. We'll get kind of towards what we're aiming at. I normally don't try and go towards these, like the first things they find, because they're never anything good. Most of the time, like these abandoned buildings and stuff, I never find a purpose to going to because they always seem kind of meh. I mean, you can find upgrades and stuff for your weapons and stuff, but half the time it's just the same damn building over and over, so you just kind of ignore it. Or at least I do. Now we're inside the planet, so it's kind of slow. We're gonna drop down and see what we're dealing with as far as resources. Looks like we got some hyderium towers down there, some trees, or what you would call trees. Do a spin since I can't hit the A key while holding down Shift and A. That's why we're traveling so fast. There's a building there. So some buildings, trees. Like I said, the buildings and the outposts never have a big point to me. Other than if I feel like using bypass chips, I'll use them. But normally that takes forever to try and get across a planet like this now. So I just kind of skim along until I find something kind of alright. There's something below us. There's another building over there if I really wanted to go after it. S4. We wait the 5 minutes for it to let us do anything after we land on the planet. We got low security, ample, scarce, and here we are. We're on the first planet of the system. Yeah, so all these buildings, these are the buildings I'm talking about. They're just everywhere, and they're normally and it's just technology for your scanners or whatever. It has no real interest in me other than you can get the outpost and save. Pick up some of the free cargo here. So yeah, normally I just kind of ignore buildings and stuff, and I'll go. But if it discovers a monolith or something like that, I'll go straight for the monolith. Let's just take a quick scan around, gather some of these, scan some of these plants around us. Let's see here. So without knowing what the space station sells, whether we can get a antimatter there or not, we're just kind of scan around. See, not a lot of creatures here. Not even a lot of unique plants. Nothing too extraordinary. There's some plutonium. We're gonna get any closer. There's a sentry. Already got that. Yeah, so we're just kind of taking a look around. Trying to find some fuel, because landing and taking off uses the most fuel. That's why I don't go to all the abandoned buildings, because it's just not cost effective. You gotta have plutonium, which are these red spikes, if you don't know. It's probably the most... It's on every planet that I've seen, and you're gonna need a lot of it if you're gonna be on planets taking off, because it takes about, it takes 25% every time you take off. So like right now we'll have 75% when we take off. And this planet's nothing real special. If it was a planet that had a lot of resources or a lot of things to discover, I might do the bypass ship and see if I can't find a monolith or something. But I just feel like for the sake of video and for this, we're not going to do that. But it is an option. Normally I carry a bypass chip on me because they're pretty easy to carry and make, but I just don't have one on me because, like I said, I sold my entire inventory before I leave a system, so when I get to a new one, it's fresh. Just gonna get some more plutonium since it's right here. So yeah, there's no animals here. There's no real reason for us to stick around for that. There's not. Oh, there's a small base down there. But once again, that's an observatory. I have very bad luck with the observatories because you have a 1 in 3 chance of picking a number that'll discover maybe something fancy. There's that 75% I was talking about. And it looks like there's another trading post over here. So nothing crazy on this planet. We're gonna check our cargo hold real quick, make sure we're doing all right. We're gonna move one of these power canisters over. Oh no, another observatory. I don't have good luck with that, so we're not even gonna stop to look at it. In fact, we're going to actually leave this planet behind. I do not go through and name very many planets. I have a few that I've named. My favorite planet was Antarctica. That was in the last system we left. It was forever. I think it took 2 minutes to fly out to it. Oh no. I don't want to deal with pirates. Can we get back in the system before they... Come on, stop piloting like a brick. Oh, damn it. Let's see if we can't get back in the system, on the planet before they start firing. I was afraid pirates would attack during the video. God, it's taking forever to burn back in. Normally this will get them off our ass. We'll see what happens. Looks like we got rid of them. They didn't follow us back to the planet. Yeah, I talked about this entering my normal, there's that station. We'll head towards there, towards the end of this. Oh no, they're still on our fucking ass. I don't know where, though. This ship isn't the best for fighting. I haven't really ran into that much issue. I bought it during our last, during the review video. But god, dogfighting in this, and any ship, is like flying a fucking brick around. It's not a good combat game. Local enemy. Where? I can't fight what I can't see. Oh, we're stuck in a weird little loop thing. Oh, this is great for the video. I don't know if he's just glitched out or what's going on. Oh, that on the right-hand corner there, you say protect attack ships remaining. That is false 98% of the time. I had once where it told me I was being attacked by one ship and there was 7 of them. But dying in this has no real consequences, so don't worry about it. Okay, I see nothing. We literally just did a 360, and it's not letting me engage my pulse engine until it considers us clear. So I think it's slightly glitched out on us. Just let me go. There's no one here. Oh, now it's 2. There it goes. That was weird, but I don't know. It's a game that has glitches. Every game does. Back to what we were doing. I avoid those dogfights because, like I said, the dogfighting in this game is not fun, really. I mean, you fight, but if there's more than 3, you'll probably get blown up. And when you do, you just respawn at the station. You have to fly back out and pick up your stuff. There's no real consequence to dying other than annoying, which I don't like. But it's a consequence of being a higher... I'm going to discard this iron. I don't know where it came from. Consequence of being on a higher level. It's going to take us about 20 seconds to get out there, so we're just going to kind of look around. I haven't really messed with any of these upgrades that are on the ship. They just kind of came that way. This weapon I got from a monolith. I haven't really messed with any of the things other than added analysis and bowcaster just because you kind of need them. Coming in on a new planet here. Let's crash into the surface. Oh wait, we can't. There's a small thing there to our left. Looks like an observatory. Is that a drop pod right below us? No. What the? Let's take a look-see here. What's right below us? We came in on something. Oh, they're weird plant things. Weird. They look like drop pods from the surface, or from the atmosphere. So I thought we might be over top of a drop pod. Those are about the only things that are great to find, to go out of your way to go find, are monoliths and the drop pods, in my opinion. God, this system has just nothing in it. Let's scan these weird mushroom things. And then these little bulbous things. But what do we got here? Oh, we got some birds. Can I scan one of them without them freaking out? Ain't looking like it. I know for the hyperdrive we will need some Hyridium eventually. Is that Hyridium? That is some Hyridium. Oh, there is a drop pod. Oh, this isn't the good kind of drop pod. The drop pod I'm thinking of are the ones that allow you to get suit upgrades. That's a good kind. I don't think that's different. There's a critter over here. Where's the critter? I like these things popping in. Scan this weird thing. All this just adds up to money. That's the only reason we stop and do it. Oh, this is some gold. Normally gold doesn't form in pillars like that. That's weird. Oh, hello. Critter. Fairly neutral. Not too much going on the planet. Some minor... A little better than the last one, though. We will need... Can always do for some plutonium. What were we walking towards? Oh, Hyridium. That's what we were walking towards. Like I said, I don't like taking off and moving my ship that much on the planet's surface. You know, I will if I land in a really shitty spot and there's just absolutely nothing here. There's a Hyridium, but there's a beacon here. How did we not see the beacon when we came in? these aren't the worst things to stop and do because it does scan quite a bit of the planet. Maybe it find you a good thing. Ow! You! What the? You die now, bitch. Because you discover a good chunk of the planet, and sometimes you get lucky and they'll discover drop pods and stuff, but normally it's the abandoned buildings, and like I said, I don't go out of my way to go do those because it's just not worth it. What do we got? Advanced life form detected, so that's just another shelter. Like I said, it's not worth our time to go out of our way to do it. Get that. I mean, you'll get a couple, you know, the same amount of gold you would for everything else for discovering an outpost, but it's I don't think it's worth it. Maybe some people have had better lucks, but I just go out of my way for the monolith because that's kind of what I'm playing as in this game, is trying to figure out what we ran out of toxic shit. Gotta recharge our toxic protection because this planet's quite toxic. Look at that weird thing. Huh. Never seen anything like that before. This is what we walked over here for, because we will need Hyridium to make a fuel cell to get out of the system, and that's ultimately my goal, is to just keep progressively moving towards the center of the universe, even though I'll probably never see it. Just keep moving, man. Yeah, my mining technique isn't the most effective, but you know, we're not going for strip mining. Where'd that weird, like, dinosaur thing go? Where did they go? They just kind of disappeared. What the fuck? Oh, they're there. There's something. What are those be? You kind of learn the different body models they have after playing this for a little bit. I'm about 15 hours in, if I didn't mention that. Look at that thing. Huh. It's kind of weird. You learn the different body models, so when you see like these beaver things, I've seen about a dozen different ones of these, and stuff like that. We're just gonna run right through them. Okay, and we're done with this. Oh, something's pissed off at us. What the fuck's pissed off at us? Get the fuck out of here. Something pissed off at us. Stop. Get picked up. And it's never you're never in too big of a hurry to stop and smell the flowers, people. And scan weird trees. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have fell down this cliff. Oh well. We have a jetpack for a reason. And I think we're actually done with this planet. Like I said, this is, just kind of keep jumping from planet to planet, gathering what we need. The last thing I'll do is get to the station. Oh god, milestone. Now we have to wait for the 5 seconds before I can do anything. Yay! I've walked 50,000. It means nothing. Can I go now? Please let me go. Thank you. What was I saying before so rudely interrupted? The last thing I'll do, I'll discover all the planets, gather up the resources I know I'll need, and then run to the space station and see what they have that they sell. Because ultimately is to make a warp cell to jump to the next one, but to do that you need antimatter, and if they don't sell antimatter, you gotta have the electronic vapor, and if they have that, then if that's the only thing you can get, it just takes longer because you gotta make that. And you have to have zinc, but normally I just buy zinc because it's kind of rare, and so on and so forth. And that's just kind of the process I go through, is just rinse and repeat, move on to the next planet, move on to the next planet, move on to the next moon, just keep plugging away, making your foothold in the universe. Okay, send out a scan. That's the planet we just came from, right? I think so. Let's see here. There was a moon near us, wasn't there? I'm going backwards. And let's just go that way for a little bit. Kind of give us... That's undiscovered. That's discovered. Where's this planet's moon, though? This planet has a moon, I know. We saw it on our way in. Fuel for your warp cell is really easy to find. It's literally any of these asteroids. So that's why I'm kind of using it to jump around. You know what? We're just going to We're gonna backtrack a little bit just so I can see what the hell we're dealing with. Because for some reason the moon is just evading our detection. Because if you remember when we jumped in, it said 2 moons, 2 planets. So I try and get everything. I make a bad example though, because that last system I jumped out without discovering a planet. But there it is, all the way over there. Let's see if we can jump to it without getting caught in the planet. God damn it! Don't aim for the planet. That's not what I'm going for. Sometimes it'll... I don't know how the lock-on works in this game, because it just seems to lock on to whatever the hell it feels like. Sometimes. I think it tries and goes by what you're aiming at, but sometimes it's finicky. Let's see here. We gotta enter out of that to kind of reposition. And fly back down. Ooh, we got like a swampy planet here. Coming in a little hot. What do we got going? Oh, where'd the water go? Water kind of disappeared. God forbid I crash into the surface, or you let me. There's a drop pod right below us. Oh, we got the planet of the floating rocks. These are the drop pods. These are worth stopping for. Low security. Once again, you can't do anything for a couple seconds. No fauna, so. First stop and get the save point, because there's some monies, gold, whatever it is. Oh, and as a side note, if you will be playing this game and watching like Netflix or YouTube like I kind of do, be prepared, because when you warp drive or jump out of a planet, you will not, your video, whatever else you're watching, will stop. Because like right now we're on the planet surface, we're running at about 60 frames per second. If you'll see down there in the lower right hand corner, the counter should be being picked up. But the second we try to jump out of the planet, it will drop to like 30, 35.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
And these just unlock another exosuit thing. I spent a good chunk of the yesterday just grinding. I landed at a trade point and would just go mining the resources around and sell them to the trade point. I made about $1 million, and that's when we bought the ship, was during the video yesterday. So that's how I kind of do it. And there's no animals on this planet. We discovered a minor bit of stuff. So, and it's toxic, so we're not going to spend an exuberant amount of time here, because there's an endless possibilities, folks, and we got to keep moving. Can't see them all if you spend all your time on one. There's that moon we have to discover yet. I should have got it when we were there, but you know what? I'm sloppy. You know what? We might actually stop at the space station, see what they're selling there. Every space station is kind of unique, but they're all the same as far as selling wise. Right, about a quarter tank in our pulse. Let's refuel that. We'll stop at the space station and see what they got to sell. And, yeah. Go from there. Just kind of rinse and repeat. It's kind of the name of the game. I still like the game. I was re-watching my review yesterday, and it kind of came off as I don't like the game. That'd be very inaccurate, because I very much like this game a lot. There were just some minor things I don't like about the game, and that's kind of what I talk about. But that no way takes away from my enjoyment of the game. It's just a very relaxing thing, I kind of think. Not relaxing in like a beach bokeh, but just kind of, there's no consequence to death, so dying really doesn't affect you all that much, and you know, blowing up asteroids is pretty easy. Oh, this isn't a Gek, and we'll bounce right off the station because it doesn't care. There's no consequence to death. God damn it. Can we stop? Doesn't even hurt your ship. Where the fuck's the big blue sky? Jesus, I hate these stations. This is why I'm friends with the Gek. Theirs are just big circles. Fucking whatever these ones are. They're not the Viking. That's the angry big ones. It's the fucking robots, who I don't like. and they don't like me that much. I think I'm in good standing with everyone, and it'll land our ship because we're just not trusted enough to land our ship. We might not make it in the hole. But all the stations look the same on the inside, so you'll never get confused that way. I know it sounds like I'm bashing this game, but you know, I could be cynical and say that's the cool thing to do, but I really do. Oh, it is a Gex station. What the hell? I've never seen a Gex station like this. What the hell are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Oh, I don't want to talk to him. I want this thing. There we are. We go over here to the selling thing. This is the same for all the planets and all the trade systems. We want to go to buy. Let's see here. We're looking either for... That's good to note. Yep, they're not selling antimatter. So that means we have to go the long way around. We need 20 units of zinc. And we go to this. We go to crafting menu. We hit E. Make some of this. Hit E. We make antimatter. I hit E. We make a warp cell. We go to our hyperdrive. We put in a warp cell. Then I go through and I recharge everything. Everything that I can. Normally the protections I kind of leave just because they kind of take a little bit. Let's see here. We didn't do that much. Didn't do that much in this system, but that's very much okay. And then, like I said, I go through and I sell everything that we got on this system, because there's not that much that's unique to the systems, it seems. You know, some things are more bountiful than the other, but nothing that with a little hard work and finding can't be found again. And then I'll go to my ship. And this is a very, very, very quick thing. Most of the time I'll explore the planets a little bit more, get more resources. I'll fill up my ship and my suit before I leave, just to make some money before I leave. But for the sake of this video, I don't want to do a 54-minute long video. Yeah, that's what I do. And then okay, we'll discover the moon just because we're pointed right at it. This is kind of going against what I just said. But just for the sake of being thorough, we're going to literally land on it and take off. Normally I would warp out right there, but since we're aimed at this moon and I was sloppy and forgot about it. Yeah, normally I'll explore the planets a little bit more. I'll find a monolith or two, learn some words, fill up on goods before I leave. Stuff like that. But this is a very barren system. There's not a whole lot of plants and animals and things going on. Speaking of which, okay, come on, let me do some. I don't like that you can't do anything when it's doing this whole. We're gonna fly over to this monolith over here. I didn't see it when we landed. I don't pass up monoliths. Hopefully we'll be able to get some plutonium when we land. Just making the video a little bit longer, it seems. But I can't even say this is all planned because everything's procedurally generated. I had no idea what was going to be coming when we landed here. Let's get some knowledge. Sales Gek. Fusion. There's no... And... Toil Gek. There's no fucking plutonium. There's nothing on this planet. Look how barren this place is. There's some way over there and way over there. This planet sucks. I guess it's a moon, sorry. We'll get the monolith. This is an Atlas one. A strange new reality grips me. The ancient structure swings open to reveal a body encased in ice. It is a pathwork of different body parts. Its ragged beak appear to have been stitched on with animal gut. A handwritten sign in the language of an ancient trader can be seen above the body's head. A flammable isotope would most likely melt the ice. Do we leave or do we melt the ice? Beware. We will leave because it's saying bad things. The panel of the monolith swings shut. The abomination remains trapped. I am thankful. Oh, I'm thanked. Your standing with the Gek has increased. Beyond. Okay. Now, Gek Relic. Ooh, that's a new one. I haven't seen that before. Now pretend we just left the station. And frankly, I'd be done with this system. I mean, granted, normally I'm a little more thorough than this. I'll go through and get more resources and stuff like I keep saying, but that's a very quick, and it always opens to this goddamn waypoint one. I don't know what that waypoint is. I have tried several times to deselect it, but I can't. Ooh, we got a far one. And yeah, just keep swimming, man. Just keep moving. Such is life. And we warp out of here. So, as we warp into the new system, I'd like to thank you for watching this video of kind of my quick overview of what I do. What No Man's Sky is kind of about. There's more to it. This is a very, very watered-down version of it, so keep that in mind. But yeah, other than that, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them down in the box. Or hit me up on any of the social medias. Like always, like and subscribe if you can or want to. And as always, have a great one, guys.